Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saloke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. Hello students, the learning objective for today's session will be number 1, study of the given cutting tool holding devices. In previous session we have seen different type of cutting tool materials, inserts, different types of inserts. Today we will be seeing different types of cutting tool holding devices, and second, designation and application of cutting tool holding devices. Similar to the designation of the cutting tool inserts, there is also designation of cutting tool holding devices, which we are going to see in today's session. The first part, that is tool holders. The job or blank and the cutting tool essentially need to be mounted properly in the machine tool for achieving the performance of the machining system. There are certain rules or principles that are generally need to be followed while conditioning or while selection or requirement of mounting cutting tool in machine tools. The following conditions are: number 1, appropriate selection of tool holder and method of mounting. Proper selection of tool holder and method of mounting, that is, the cutting tool is going to be held horizontally, vertically, or inclined, and proper tool for the application should be selected properly. Second, proper positioning and orientation of tool depend upon its type, size, shape, and geometry. The tool shape, size, and geometry decide its proper positioning and orientation. This will help you to increase the productivity and properly place the tool so as to reduce the wear of the tool. Third, proper alignment in respect of coaxiality, concentricity, and machine tool configuration. That is, alignment, coaxiality, that is the axis of the cutting tool, and the workpiece should be exactly similar or in the same line in as in the case for the drill machine. Other than that, for other tools the proper alignment should be studied. Next is accurate and quick locating, strong support, and rigid clamping. It is also the most important part, as clamping of the tool holding devices will ensure the proper machining. Therefore various forces are developed while machining, so proper clamping will help in good machining. Fifth, minimization of runout and deflection during cutting operation. The tool runout and deflection should be minimized. And last, easy and quick mounting and change, unobstructed chip flow and cutting fluid action. The tool holder should be easily and quickly mounted on a cutting tool device or machine tool and be changed easily or quickly. It should have unobstructed chip flow, that is, the cutting tool should not be coming in the action of the chip flow or the material that is removed, and the cutting fluid that is going to flow should not come in the action or should not directly, or it should not obstruct the flow of cutting fluid. ISO designation of tool holder usually consists of the 8 codes, and each code stands a different meaning. The figure below shows the different code with its meaning. The code says MWLNR164D. As per the designation, M stands for insert holding, That is the method of holding the insert, that is clamp and lock pin. M stands for clamp and lock pin. There are also other symbols such as P, C, S, P for lock pin, C for clamp only, and S for screw. W stands for insert shape. W stands for insert shape, that is the shape of insert, that is square, rectangle, triangle. W stands for triangle. L is holder, tool holder style. L is tool holder style, that is nothing but the cutting edge and offset of the shank. N is relief angle, insert relief angle, the relief angle of insert. R is hand, that is right hand cutting tool, left hand cutting tool, or neutral. R stands for right hand. 16 is the shank size, that is the size of the tool shank. Shank is the body of the tool which we have studied in the first lesson. 4 stands for insert IC. 4 stands for inserts IC, and D stands for length of the tool holder. After studying the ISO designation of tool holding devices, we are going to study the different types of tool holding devices on different machines such as turning machine and milling machine. Today or now we are going to study tool holding device on turning machine. We usually all know this type of tool holding device, that is shank type tool post. In this type of tool post we can hold nearly 4 tools which are different types of tools. It may be parting tool, it may be turning tool, it may be knurling tool, it may be the cutting off tool. It has provision to remove the tools. The tools are mounted on with the help of bolts on over the lathe machine. In this type of tool holding devices, 4 tools can be mounted at a time and can be changed as per the requirement. Usually this type of shank tool post is used in lathe machine, general purpose lathe machine, which we have seen in our workshop. The second type of tool holding device on turning machine is nothing but the turret mechanism. The turret mechanism, as shown in figure, consists of 6 different tools, indexable tools that can be changed according to the required program. This types of turret mechanism is usually deployed in CNC or turret lathe or capstan and turret lathe. This type of tool holding devices consist of 6 number of tools, different tools such as drilling tool, cutting tool, parting tool, rollers, and different types of other tools as per the requirement of the job or as per the requirement of the industry. It is indexable, that is it is run with the help of program and it changes according to the program. Each tool consists a significant number such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and can be changed with the help of code, which we have learned or which we will be learning in advanced manufacturing. There are number of tool holding devices on different machines. Only the required or basic types of tool holding devices are studied, or the tool holding devices which are usually or generally used in day-to-day life are studied. Now the tool holding devices on milling machines. The number one is the arbor. As shown in figure, the cutters have a bore at a center and are mounted and key on a short shaft usually called as arbor, which is connected to the milling machine spindle by a draw bolt and the driving keys. The complete assembly of arbor with the holding and rotating arrangement has been shown in the figure. The threaded and tapered part is mounted on the spindle There are spacing collars provided for spacing and for proper placement of cutter. Bearing support is also provided for the proper movement of cutter. Screw is provided for the movement of the whole arbor and cutter over the arbor. The arbor is mounted to the spindle of the milling machine. The next The next type of tool holding devices on milling machine is the adapter. Adapter is usually a form of collector or collet as shown in figure. An adapter is a form of collet used on milling machine having standardized simple spindle end. Cutters having shank are usually mounted on adapter. An adapter can be connected with spindle by draw bolt as shown in figure, threaded end draw bolt, and or it may be directly bolted to the milling adapter. In this there are two different shapes. A cutter has a adapter, and a adapter that is connected to the spindle has a internal taper which connects the cutter as shown in figure. This type is simple type and has or is less time consuming process, as we can easily remove the cutter, only the cutter, no need to remove the whole arbor assembly. This type of holding device is used for high machining use of milling machine high. The next type of tool holding device on milling machine is nothing but the spring chuck, also known as spring collet. As shown in figure, it is similar to the type of adapter. The taper provided on the left side of the figure is to fit to the spindle, and from the right side there is arrangement provided, spring arrangement or collet arrangement provided, such that we can insert the cutter, which will hold the cutter as a special adapter with the help of spring provided around it. This is also the type used commonly for low cutting speeds. The different types of tool holding devices in milling machine is discussed, and there are number of ways in which the tool can be mounted on milling machine. We have studied a few of them. The next part of today's session, or the last part of this today's session, is the tool sharpening method. Usually tool is sharpened on the grinding machine, but it also has a proper sharpening method. When we purchase a new tool, grinding lathe tool is an art. It might have angle, or it might not have an angle, or it is not properly sharpened for the turning. So grinding the lathe tool is an art. It takes some practice to get good at it. You need to create a cutting edge that is sharp, extends out so that cutting edge and the side of the tool does not contact, but has the steel but has the support enough, that is, it supports the cutting edge so as to maintain sufficient strength to cut the material. There are, as we know, there are two cutting edges on the tool bit. First is the cutting edge on the end, that is called as front cutting edge, and second is the side, that is called as side cutting edge. Between these cutting edges is a round section that is called as nose. Usually, how to grind tool bits is a question for everyone. This type of question is also asked in examination. How to grind, or what is the different type of tool sharpening method. Usually for grinding tools, we use the bench grinder. Even an inexpensive bench grinder can do good job of grinding tool bits. In some cases, you can also or we can also use the higher grit tool or higher grit grinding machine. For this, we need a small cup of water because grinding usually generates heat which can cause the problem. That is, the problem will be the tool will become too hot or to hold, and it can also affect the tool bit, leaving the cutting edge soft. Use of protractor to measure angle. They are not super critical, but one should know the safe recommendation for the cutting angles. The first is grind the front relief. The first step in creating a tool bit is to grind the front relief. Front relief angle of 10 degree works well. Second, grind the left side relief. Left side relief, again you create about a 10 degree angle. You do not need to form a side cutting angle. The side cutting edge can be parallel to the side of tool blank. Grind third is grind the top rake, that is the top of the tool bit is ground at an angle that combines back rake and side rake. For cutting steel and aluminium, the side rake should be 12 degree and the top rake should be 8 degree. And the last part is rounding the nose or round the nose. A small nose radius allows us to turn into tight corners, and a large nose radius produces the high surface finish. Create a nose radius as per your requirement or as per your appropriate tool you are using. Usually, tool sharpening method is a general method which we use or which the machine operator sharpens. In today's session, we have seen different types of tool holding devices, ISO designation of tool holding devices, and how to grind the tool. Okay, this ends our chapter number 2. The some part is for the self study, such as tool holding, different tool holding other than the studied, the different tool holding devices, and the work holding devices are for self study. This chapter carries 8 marks and is of importance for different types of cutting tool materials and tool inserts. Thank you.